Hello, students, teachers, parents, history nerds. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nutshelled History, where we lay out the facts, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Today, we are going to continue our Ancient Civilizations series by looking at golden ages in China, Tang and Song dynasties. Don't forget that there's a link for a fill-in-the-blank worksheet in the description. I just ask that you like and subscribe. I apologize for any mispronunciations ahead of time. I do my best. All right, let's go. After the Han Dynasty collapsed, China broke apart. During the Sui Dynasty, 589 to 618, the Emperor Sui Wendi reunited North and South. In 618, the general Li Yuan and his son Li Shimin led a revolt and established the Tang Dynasty. 8 years later, Li Shimin compelled his aging father to step down. Li Shimin then took the throne under the name Tang Taizong. Later, Tang rulers conquered many territories and forced Vietnam, Tibet, and Korea to become tributary states, or self-governing states that sent tribute. Other Tang rulers, such as Empress Wu Zhao, restored the Han system of uniform government. Tang emperors also undertook land reform in which they redistributed land to peasants. However, the Tang dynasty eventually weakened. In 907, the last Tang emperor was overthrown. In 960, Zhao Kuangyin founded the Song dynasty. The Song ruled for 319 years. They faced the constant threat of invaders from the north. Nonetheless, the Song period was a time of great achievement. A new type of faster-growing rice was imported from Southeast Asia. The rise in productivity created food surpluses, freeing more people to pursue commerce, learning, or the arts. Under the Tang and Song, China was a well-ordered society. At its head was the emperor. Scholar officials had the highest social status. Most of them came from the gentry or wealthy landowning class. The vast majority of Chinese were poor peasant farmers. Merchants had the lowest status because their riches came from the labor of others. Women had higher status during this period than they did later. However, when a woman married, she could not keep her dowry, the payment that a woman brings to a marriage. She could also never remarry. The Tang and Song developed a rich culture. Song landscape painting was influenced by Taoist beliefs. Buddhist themes influenced Chinese sculpture and architecture. The Indian stupa evolved into the Chinese pagoda. The Chinese also perfected the making of porcelain. Among the gentry, poetry was the most respected form of literature. Probably the greatest Tang poet was Li Bo, who wrote some 2,000 poems. And to recap, China's history after the Han Dynasty was like a dramatic soap opera with power struggles, betrayals, and some really impressive poetry. After the chaos, the Sui Dynasty briefly reunited China, only for the Tang Dynasty to take over when Li Shimin gave his dad an early retirement package, aka forced abdication. The Tang expanded China's influence, reformed land ownership, and saw powerful rulers like Empress Wu Zhao. Eventually, the Tang crumbled, and in 960, the Song dynasty stepped in. Despite northern invaders constantly knocking on their door, the Song thrived, bringing agricultural advances, flourishing arts, and an awkward social hierarchy, where scholars were revered, merchants were snubbed, and women had fewer rights than their dowries. Meanwhile, poetry, porcelain, and pagoda-style buildings became the artistic flex of the age. There you have it, folks. That is golden ages in China, Tang and Song dynasties, nutshelled. Thanks for stopping by Nutshelled History. I'd enjoy the Nutshelled Dynasty so much more if you would just go a little bit nuts on those like and subscribe buttons for me. I'll see y'all next time on Nutshelled History.